Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Today we have a brand new to me planner and planner company by Carrie Elle until one of my subscribers told me about it. So I looked her up and she is really close to me here in Texas, and she was so nice to email me right back and say that I could pick out any planner to review for you guys. So she has 7x9 planners and 8.5x11. I picked a 7x9, which are $45. The 8.5x11 are $55. I picked 7x9 just because that's kind of the standard planner, which probably more people would pick, but I love that she offers it in the 8.5x11. She has many cover choices. They're beautiful. They're hard laminated covers, very similar to ERIN CONDREN covers, except they are not interchangeable. They do not switch out. But I picked this one with lemons. I loved it. And so let's get right into it. And it has the year down here in 2018. Before we get into it though, I do want to mention she offers so many other different planners. So go to her site, which is carrielle.com, CARRIEELLE, and I will link that. I'll put the link in the description box below. She has teacher planners. She has like 21-day fix food trackers. She has budgeting planner and trackers. So many different options on her site. Did I mention teacher planners? And they look really awesome. It's a really awesome choice of a teacher planner. So check that out to see all the different products that she offers. They offer a really wide variety of products. Okay, so when you open it, you have a little place here if you wanted to write in Sharpie your name. You have a cute quote page. She believed she could, so she did. Then you have a section called Important. So we're just going to dive right in. You have a place to write down, any kind of list you want. You get your year at a glance. I love the colors she uses in this planner, by the way. And you have important dates to remember, and she has put all 12 months on one page. So that's kind of different from some other planners. From most planners I review. I do love the rainbow colors that she uses. And I do love, though, that in one 2-page spread, you can see your entire year and all the months of your year right there. Now, on her site, I did not find the GSM of the paper. I will write in here for you guys in pen right now because I have not done a pen test, but it feels pretty good to me. So if you guys can see, there is no bleeding. There is a little tiny bit of ghosting, but nothing to me that is substantial. And the paper to me just feels really nice. It does not feel thin. It feels good. So then you go into the important contact section. She gives you a lot of contact pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, which I personally wouldn't need that many because I put all that info on my phone, but some people might, and they might use it. Then you get 2 lined note pages, and then you have a section titled Goals. Her tabs all feel great, very strong. Oh, and I will mention every tabbed page is thicker than the normal page, so it's like a cardstock almost. So it's a thicker page on your tabbed pages, but not too thick to where it makes like the 2 different pages in the spread seem different. It doesn't seem different or off. Also, her tabbed pages are reinforced here. I don't know if you can see with the lighting. They're reinforced right here with, I guess, the kind of lamination thing that goes over the tabs. So those pages are not tearing out. Okay, so under this tab, which is goals, you have enough room here, 4 goals on each page, so 8 total. Then you have room under each goal to write action items, notes about it, a due date, and if you accomplished it, a big checkbox. I like how it lays them all out here, and you can just easily see them and be working on all these goals throughout the year. Okay, you have a total of 40 goals to put in here. 40 goal slots, you guys. So I don't think you're going to run out of room of keeping track for your goals for the year. So that's a cool system that I have not seen before either. That's something new and unique to this planner. Then you go into January. She has a different color for each month. All right, so January is kind of like a navy, and I love the look of it for January. She puts your holidays down here in really light gray. Your next month's is in a light gray, and your previous month is in a light gray. And then you have a note section. I really like her font. I really like the look of it. It's clean, it's fresh, it's nice. And I love how she throws in those rainbow letters right there. January goals, priorities and goals. All right. So let's get into the layout, because this is different than any planners that I've reviewed either. It is a vertical layout. You have a whole note section here every week and a header in your note section. Then you have a header for every day, of which you could use for anything you want. It could be your weather for the day. It could be your workout for the day. It could be your goal for the day. It could be your focus for the day. Just, I like that header box there for every day, because it leaves a lot open for you to use. Then every day just has blank lines, whether you want to write out timed appointments there or whether you want to write out your to-dos there. It's kind of dividing up your day into these 3 shadowed boxes and those lines. So if you guys know me, you know that I would probably put my appointments up here, because I like appointments or like must do errands right at the top, because that's just the way my brain works. But I could also see for other people having appointments down in these boxes would work well. I mean, there's a lot that's open in here to however you want to make it work best for you in your life. So I could see myself putting my appointments there and then like my to-dos down here. But some people might want to use these boxes for like a fitness box, like a work schedule box, if your work schedule changes, you know, daily, to write what hours you're working, a dinner box. So there's lots of interpretation, and you wouldn't have to use the whole box for one thing, because it is pretty big. You could divide it in half if it's not something that is that big. So at the top, you just have the day of the week written and that day. You don't have the month rewritten anywhere on here though. And it is good to note it's a Monday start, and her calendar is normal, like most monthlies are a Sunday start. So hers is very much the norm, and with most planners, Sunday start monthly and Monday start weekly. So you just go through the whole month like that. I'm going to show you what happens when a month ends. So January, here's the 28th. Then she gives you 2 dot grid pages, 2 line pages in between each month. Then you start into February and you have your calendar, and February goes to a really pretty pink. And then she gives you the rest of January in January's color, and then she switches to the February color. I really personally like that. And I love how the boxes change color with the color of the month, because you guys know how I feel about those seasonal colors and holiday-ish colors. I love them. So I love how it changes like that, and how there is a visual switch. And when your month does switch in the middle of the week like this, she labels it here February, so you know what you're switching to. So this is the way February looks. And to me, each month with being the big color switch kind of just gives the whole page like a different look to me. Like February just seems so much brighter than January. Then your 2 dot grid, your 2 note pages, and then you go into March. And March is green. I love that. So I want to show you how that switch looks again. Again, labeled March, and you're going from February to March. Okay, and then you have your same. Let me show you what a whole layout looks in March for the green. I like that. 2 dot grid, 2 note pages, and then you go into April. And April doesn't switch till a Sunday, but it's still a different color. I actually love how this is done because it's just so visual. It's a visual switch for your brain that the month is switching, and it's good for me since I like to visually see that. Okay, so April is the lavender. May is a light green. Really pretty. June is a yellow. Really bright, happy yellow. Cheery. July is a dark navy. It's different than January was, though. January I called navy, but it wasn't really a true navy blue. January was more of a type of dark teal, more like it. So this is a navy blue for July. August is a coral. I just love the touches of these colors on every month. And I love the bright colors for every month. It makes me happy. It really does. September is a brown, but it's not an ugly brown. It makes me think of fall. That's September. October is orange, of course, which you guys know I think is awesome. November is a really dark, like eggplant purple. Perfect. And December is a teal blue, which I guess that's the only one that doesn't flow seasonally in my mind. But I know some people love to decorate at the holidays with like teal and silver and other colors for Hanukkah and other celebrations. So, but in my mind, I just don't think of teal in December, and all those other seasonal colors, I really think of them flowing. So this is the only one that like seasonally doesn't fit for me. But I could deal with it. I like the rest of them a lot. Okay, and then she gives you into the first week in January, and it's just gray. And then you get your 2 dot grid and your 2 note pages. And I didn't mention the book before, but I actually love how these are just blank in between each month and open to interpretation. So you can make it into anything you need or want to plan out your goals, your lists for the month, whatever you need to keep track of for the month. Then you have a substantial amount of notes pages and even a tab to mark them off. You get a substantial amount here, a lot more than many other planners. So you get a big section of lined first, and then about the same amount, it seems to me, of dot grid. So really good amount there. Then you get this cute little pocket back here, which looks like notebook paper. I'm not really sure how well it will hold. You would have to fold a full sheet of paper in half because it is a little bit short. I wish the pocket was a teeny bit taller. You guys know I always tell you the truth on my feelings on things, but I think it's adorable. I just think it should be a little taller. But that notebook paper with the black and white polka dots is adorable. And of course, this is her shop again. I will link below, shopcarrielle.com, and it is made in Texas. Like I said, they are not too far from me. So let me give you my favorites about this planner. Number one, it feels very similar to an ERIN CONDREN cover. You just can't change it out. I like that. I like the spiral binding because that always just seems to have less trouble than wire O binding. Now you don't get to pick a color of spiral. It's just that one color. I love how she has choices of 7 by 9 or 8.5 by 11. I love how almost all the months, except for that December, flow seasonally with their colors, and just seeing the big bright color up for the month makes me happy. I love her touches of the rainbow colors. I love the fonts that she has picked, that they're just really pretty, streamlined, and just fresh looking to me. I like how her number dates are a teeny bit bigger. I just personally like that. I don't know if I'm losing my eyesight or what, but I just seem to like that. And I love how the switch of the month goes with the color, like I showed you guys here. Let's go here. How your month is visual, like that. Take a look at her site. If you're looking for other kinds of planners, budgeting, food, fitness recording, teacher planners, definitely look at her site. It's a wonderful little company that I didn't know anything about. A really good quality planner. Beautiful and bright and fun, you guys. I will link that below. All right, guys. Thanks for coming with me today and going through this new planner. I love to introduce smaller companies to you guys and to myself that I've never heard of, and to put videos out there so people can know all the planners that are available and find the right one for them. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, or let me know if you have used this planner. I would actually love to hear about how you liked it if you've used this planner. Okay, guys, happy planning. Until next time. See you later. Bye-bye.